Yo, word. I ain't even finna say too much. Locked in, loaded, chat, right? Live working. Live working. We're reacting. Simple as that. Reacting to traders, seeing the sauce. If it's valid, we work off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trades by tip, by the way. Just letting you know, we're gonna start reacting to meta the traders, but I think you already know who I'm gonna react to. Gangsta. The Brody, the Brody, the Broody, the Broody, the Broody, the Broody.
Alright, so this is trading course day 14. Today I'm gonna go over market structure. I know I previously already went over market structure, but today is gonna be more in depth to make it more simpler for you to understand. Market structure is overall going to help you with your entries, exits, and understanding where the market is at. So I want you guys to like fully focus on this because this is more important than anything else. Understanding market structure. So with this being said,
all right. So before we continue, I wanted to like, I don't know, like I'm weird. So I do my thing. I don't know. I feel like background music while I'm listening to trading, it just listening, trading. If I'm talking about it, it hits, bro. It just hits. Just have to have a good level.
I have nothing to sell you, no courses, no mentorships, no signals or anything to provide to you in that form or fashion. I just here on YouTube trying to teach you for free so you can understand trading. I would say that I'm very knowledgeable in trading. I have over a 90% win rate when it comes to trading gold and crypto. I've recently started trading BTC for the past couple of months, and I've been trading.
He not low. Niggas talk about he recently been trading BTC. Bro, he been trading BTC. Word up, bro. He know how that shit move. He been spanking that bitch a couple times. He know how that bitch move. Niggas, stop the cap.
Gold for over a year now, and NASDAQ before that I was trading for 2 years. So with all this being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and then I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day. So today we're actually going to work off of a blank chart. So just blank in general, you're not going to see anything because I want you guys to understand the rules behind market structure. So today will be a part 1 of market structure so you can understand thoroughly of what I'm trying to explain to you. So first and foremost, market structure is simply price showing you either a high or a low, but it's structured in a way to tell you if price is getting weaker or stronger. So with this being said, first things first, we already know what an uptrend is, right? By this point in the course, you should already know what an uptrend is, right? You get a higher high. So we have, let's go ahead and take this out right here. We have a higher high. We can just put HH, doesn't matter. Higher high,
never works.
Higher low, right? HL. So higher high, higher low. Price moves in this sequence. This is called structure. So we're gonna copy this right here, and we're gonna pull this here and pull this here. Boom. So this is what we have. This is an uptrend. And all this is very simple. I'm just gonna go over this briefly for anybody that has probably stumbled upon this and they're very new to this.
So it's uptrend.
This is an uptrend.
Uptrend.
Right? And then we have the same for a downtrend, right? But this way it is going to be down, obviously. Common sense.
What a capital.
Right? So downtrend. Now, people will look at this. Somebody has probably already looked at this video just in the first minute, and they're like, bro, this is not what I'm looking for. This is not what I need, right? I need to know what fair value gaps is, or I need to know what yada 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 is, or I need to know what a double bottom is, and all this other stuff, right? They probably they're gone. But if you're still here, this.
Tell you right now, you believe any of that shit? Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You believe any of that shit? The internet be telling you all that shit, bro. You gonna get lost, bro. You're gonna get lost. Price action is everything. All you need. all you need. All you need. That word of bro.
Right here is the bread and butter. This is your key. And I'm saying this because you're not going to understand it now, but I want you to know that structure in general, this right here is your key. This is your key. So with that being said, why is it my key? Why is it your key? So this structure that we see here, right? All this that we see here, this is, let's put it in this term. Let's put it in this way. So that way you kind of get a understanding, right? It's not going to be the case, but this is an understanding, right? All this is oh, my computer stopped. All right. All this is mandatory, right? All this, right?
I feel like a good thing. I think a good way for another way to explain it, just for other people who was like mandatory. Well, I still don't get that. It's like look at the word, like just look at the definition. Like what is a trend? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like just ask, like you gotta simplify it. Like what is a trend? What is a trend? A general direction in which something is developing or changing. A fashion, a change of develop in a general direction. What is a trend? Just simplify. What is a trend in trading? A trend in trading is generally sustained direction of an asset price up, down, or sideways. You see what I'm saying? Or a specific time frame. It represents the market's momentum and path of the least resistance with uptrends marked by higher highs, higher lows, down, higher lows. And then Pete, they like over like. I just want you to peep the game. Like as soon as I added trading, they over explain what trend is. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. It's something going in a general direction or developing over time. That's literally what a trend is. So the more you understand that, like trends have to happen. And what do I mean by that? Like things can be stagnant, yeah, quote unquote, but a trend always has to happen. If you really see where I'm coming from, it's either gonna go down or it's gonna go up. Any product you could name it. Like, you know what I'm saying? From Amazon to Nike to Blockbuster to Netflix. Like you could really compare some companies. Like Blockbuster went on a crazy downtrend. Netflix went on a crazy uptrend. Now look at streaming services. You see what I'm saying? That foundation is on a crazy uptrend. So I'm saying, and it's always changing, it's developing, and it's always going in a direction. So you just have to understand, like, mandatory means like, yo, a trend is everything. Like, trending in life is like supposed to happen. Your life doesn't just, like, even when people's life is good, like your life is always good. You know what I'm saying? Like your life doesn't just always go up. That's why like you're always sacrificing something. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So like that's like over explaining. It's just like understanding like it has to happen. It happens everywhere. Real spill.
Mandatory. If price makes a higher high, it has to make a higher low. If it makes a higher low, it has to make a higher high. If it makes a higher high, it has to make a higher low. Downtrend. If it makes a lower high, it has to make a lower low. So boom, lower low, lower high, lower low. Let's just say this is mandatory. So put that in your head right now. If price makes a higher high, it needs to make a higher low. If price makes a higher low, it needs to make a higher high.
Bro,
put that in your head right now, right? Now, since we all got this in our head, I want you guys to know. This is mandatory. But on the higher time frame, it's highly, I cannot spell today, highly respected. On the higher time frame, it is highly respected. So now, take away this mandatory word.
Facts.
Higher time frame is highly respected.
Facts.
Remember that. Higher time frame, highly respected. Highly respected.
Yeah,
I said highly. Higher time frame, highly respected. Higher time frame, highly respected. Higher time frame, highly respected.
Hirely.
So, with this being said, lower time frame lost respect. Let's just say that. Lower time frame losing respect. Let's just put it that way.
You know what I'm saying? Simple way.
Loses respect. Right? So we're going to explain it in this way. Today we're going to explain it in respect. So, what is a higher time frame, Sai? What is considered a higher time frame? So high would be 1 hour, 4 hour, and then you can use the 1 day. These are all good right here. Look at my screen right here. You see daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. That's all you need, right? And then you have the lower time frame, low, 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, but I don't use that, so I'm gonna just only put what I use. 15-minute time frame. That's lower. So why does this all matter? I want you guys to screenshot this and, you know, save this picture, right? All this matters because
I don't need to. I'm sturdy.
You only need respect. You only need respect when it comes to marking up your charts.
All right.
Boom. Let's do this. And I'm explaining it in a way so you can understand. There's definitely different scenarios where everything is.
And if you got lost, simplify it. What am I marking on the higher time frame? You're marking the pair and trying to identify if it's in an uptrend, in a downtrend, and if you're in an area to follow the trend. That's simple.
Needs to be used, but you're not there yet. We need to get you to understand the actual basics first. So, marking up is where you need the most respect. You need to find the most respected levels on the higher time frame. These levels are respected for a reason. So marking up is going to be where you need to find respect. So that means you need to be marking up only on the higher time frames.
Only.
And marking up is essentially finding a high and finding a low, right? Previous high, previous low, and working off of it. So with all this being said, marking up is here, and then this goes to entries. So this can go to your entries, but they have to correspond with each other. So in order to get your entries, it has to match up with your markups.
Got to.
Right? So it's kind of like the pond. So this is like the level 1 guy who plays with the level 10 guy, right? This dude's on level 10. But when they come together, they average out into, let's say, I don't know, like 5, right? So there's a balance. This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. There's a balance. But if you get better, you don't even need this, right? You don't even need the lower time frame if you don't want to, right? Everything is going to be working off of this higher time frame. The only reason that level 1 player got up to level 5 was because it was playing on a level 10. It was playing with the level 10, so it has to equal out up there. So the lower time frame, once it starts pushing above or below a higher respected level, it has to match what the average is. It has to match that. It has to compete with that. So it starts moving up and getting stronger. So going back to it, that level 1's trying to move up, but it has to get stronger. That's the only way it's going to break above that level, right? And then once it gets to there, it's already matched up. So everything starts to align. So now what all this means is, sorry for my spelling today, alignment.
You good,
right?
buddy?
Everything has to align, right? So if you're looking at one time frame, and let's say you're looking at the 1 hour, the 1 hour is bullish, but the 15 minutes bearish. That means you cannot take that trade.
Facts.
Right? You need the 15 minute, let's go here, 15 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour to align. Now, in most cases, depending on what trend you're trading, you don't need the daily time frame to align. I'm gonna explain why in a bit. But in this case, the 4-hour time frame, 1-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame all needs to correspond with each other. So that way you can get into the trade and everything runs smoothly. The reason why is because every structure is now on the same path. Well, Sai, what do you mean? So let's go over here. I'm trying to keep this so you can make it, take a picture. Matter of fact, take another picture. Boom, take a picture of this. All right, cool. I'm going to move all this out the way. Boom.
I didn't take no picture.
So with this being said, what we see here is going to be the 1-hour time frame. Right? This is the 1-hour time frame. Matter of fact, let's make this the 4-hour time frame. A better example for you. We're gonna make this red. Red is the 4-hour time frame. Red, 4-hour time frame, so you don't get lost. I got a little map up here for you.
You know what I'm saying?
Red, 4-hour time frame. The blue, haven't made it blue yet, but boom, we're gonna go here.
I'm already seeing that. I'm already seeing the vision. I'm already seeing the vision. I'm already seeing the vision. I'm already seeing it.
Gonna go back down. And we're gonna go back up. Right? We're gonna spread this over here. Put this right here. Boom. So right about there. We're gonna make this blue. Right?
Oh,
the blue is
he made the
1-hour time frame.
Yo.
Now,
Blue.
Before we go into the 15, I want you guys to understand something.
Yo.
And I don't want you to get confused.
Yo.
In the moment that the red and the blue align, so the red is the 1 hour, or yeah.
It's not
Sorry.
All right.
Why did I draw it like that? Sorry.
I appreciate you.
I just made the wrong colors. This one's supposed to be red.
Okay.
This one's supposed to be blue.
Okay. Cool.
So,
okay, I see it now.
The red is the 4-hour. This is a stronger time frame.
I see it now.
I want you guys to notice something here. As the 1-hour time frame is coming up, notice how it's not breaking structure.
Facts.
So notice how we have a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right.
Example, Exhibit A. Oh my God. Notice how price is bullish, retest, high, higher low, coming back, go to the 1 hour, and it's doing the same thing, respecting the 4-hour trend. So it's not breaking structure, it's following the same thing. Back to the 4-hour. You see it? 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 I see it. Y'all gotta see it. I don't think y'all seeing the game. I really don't think y'all seeing it.
But the moment the 4-hour needs to correct, look what happens to the 1 hour. It starts building a downtrend. But the moment that the 4-hour is done, look what the 4-hour makes. So I want you to understand this. The 4-hour makes what we've seen before on the 1 hour. We've already seen this already on the uptrend. So it made a high and it just made a higher low. Look what the 1 hour did. Made a high, higher low, high, higher low. So if price here on the 4-hour makes a high, creates a higher low, what do you think is going to happen the next time it makes that push, or what is the next move that price is going to make for the 4-hour? A higher high. Now, all I'm doing and all I'm trying to teach you to do is see the fact that when price is going on that small pullback for the 4-hour, the 1 hour is going on a downtrend. And it's going on a downtrend so that way when it does get ready to come back up, because of the 4 hours. The 4 hour is done correcting. So once the 4 hour is done correcting, the 1 hour starts to make signs before you see the 4 hour. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. The 1 hour and the 15 is going to show you signs.
I don't even think y'all heard what he said, bro. Like, this shit just went right over your head. If the 1 hour is making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, when the 4 hour is making a high, came back to retest, now it's making low highs, low high, lows. On the higher time frame, this is a higher low. What do you think is happening on the next trend up? You're going to see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows within the 1 hour time frame, giving you clear indication that price is bullish, because price wouldn't be doing that on a downtrend. Like, I would go back, but we don't got that picture. You know what I'm saying? So you just remember, a downtrend is lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. But if on the higher time frame, it's not breaking the trend structure, that means the 1 hour time frame is aligning with the 4 hour. I'm gonna say it again, bro. I'm not. I'm just trolling. Just make sure you heard what I said, because that's game.
That price is going back up before the 4 hours starts to move. That's what I want you to see.
It's not.
I want you to understand this. So this here is structure. All this is structure. Now, what we're talking about is correlation. Right now, we're currently talking about correlation, the correlation between the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. Now, if you don't want to use the 1 hour, or I meant the 4 hour, you can use the 1 hour. Now, the 15 is a little bit more choppier when it comes to finding that structure. But look here, if we mark our highest point, because remember on the 4 hour, this is that highest point right there. If this is our highest point, all we're looking for is price to come back above this level. This is an indication, correction, and then a continuation. Or we could do this as the indication, price pulling back. But remember, that's all off that 4 hour time frame work right there. So that's like a different type of advance right there for you. But all that is just simply price action. And you don't have to stick to one time frame. Maneuver, right? The same way we can see this on the 1 hour, we could have made this way simpler for ourselves and seeing 4 hour was making a high, correct it, boom. We could just boom, do this right here. Go back to this color. We could say, oh, price ended up breaking, giving us indication. We see the correction. Now we're taking the continuation back up, right? And then we'll have like a position that looks sort of like this. Price breaking above this previous high right here. So anything above this lower high, price made a higher high, correct it, back above here, entry. And I'm gonna show you guys an example. And then we target up here to the highs. But we know price is gonna make a higher high or try to make a higher high. So we can aim for more. So we can keep this target open. We'll put our stop loss under this higher low or even this higher low, depending on what your risk is. You just don't wanna see price break any lows. Because in structure, what happens, right? Remember, highly
can't say nothing, bro. Y'all that got
respected. Higher time frame, highly respected. So higher time frame, highly respected. Higher time frame, highly respected. Let's pull this over here actually.
Oh, who is highly?
Higher time frame, highly respected. So if price makes a higher low on the 4 hour, you can already expect that the price is going to respect that. As it starts to go up, it's not going to try to come back down here and test it again. It's not testing this gangster. The price is not going to retest it again. Like, it's kind of like gangbangers, or in a sense, like you already know this. Your ops is on one block. You're not finna go keep trying to spin back, knowing they got all types of dangerous guns waiting for you. You're not finna go test it again.
Okay, so I think the best way he's trying to put it, you know what I'm saying, so you can see how it is in trading. It's like war. So I'm saying, like, let's say I'm fighting here. my land's somewhere over here. They're fighting like here, their land's over here, and then let's say they're pushing up, right? But we're able to take over their structure and push them back. And they're not gonna keep coming back to that structure because one, it's expensive, and two, it's already been defined. You know what I'm saying? Until something changes, you know what I'm saying? You're just wasting your time. You see what I'm talking about? 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 So like, what do you mean like gangster? Like you're not gonna go test their guns again? It's expensive. You know what I'm saying? Why would I go back? I'ma just have to follow the trend. They're taking over. See what I'm saying?
Momentum is a wave. Momentum is essentially going to help you lose that fear of structure. It's going to help you lose that fear of trading in general. A lot of people, they're like, well, how do you know it's not going to make a lower high and just go back down? Or how do you know that it's not just going to sell off or just buy all the way up? Whatever the case might be, people have a lot of fear when it comes to trading. So with this being said, momentum helps you get rid of that fear a little bit. It's not going to make it overnight change, but it's going to help you get rid of that fear. So basically what you're going to see is a wave, a high, a low. It's carrying all that momentum that it came down with.
Okay.
And is grabbing more water as it comes down. And as it's ready to come back up, it pushes off that water that it collected and that previous foundation and pushes off of that to carry more momentum and make a new wave and make a new high. It goes down, carries back up. Goes down, carries back up.
All this more is water.
All it's doing is coming up.
So, like when you mean by carrying more water, see how when it's carrying more water, so now when the wave picks up and it comes back down, it's not gonna come back down like it did before because it's got more water.
Shazam!
Like you hear what he said? That's life. And I just right over your head. Where the bro?
Coming high as it can go. As it's going down, it's coming down with the leftover water, carrying and picking up more water. Once it reaches a foundation, so a flat bottom, it'll end up carrying all that heavy water over into this new wave. And as it's coming up with more or double the water that it came up with or came down with the first time. So everything's a momentum. All this is just momentum and pushing back up into the new wave. Or you can explain it like a car, right? If you go down this hill, or even a bike, if you go down this hill, you're gonna go down pretty fast. You're gonna get to the bottom, and this is where you have max momentum. So right here, you're coming down fast. But as soon as you get to this bottom right here, that momentum that you came down fast with is going to push you into the new wave, and you're gonna go higher, right? And you're gonna lose steam before you get to the top. So this is how trends can end, right? So as you're flying up, you're just using all that momentum right here, right? All this momentum right here. And as this momentum is coming in, you start to lose volume right here. So they'll be smaller. Let me just do it like this. So we'll have big ones, big momentum, big momentum, and then you start to lose it, right? You start to lose it. So sometimes that's why you see when price makes a new high, there's a little bit of consolidation afterwards, or there's like a little struggle to break higher or go higher because it's losing that momentum. And then there's a stagnant, price is chilling, or you're just chilling, you're trying to climb, or maybe you've stopped right here and you're trying to climb a little bit to the top to get to the top, and then you're ready for that next ramp down, which brings more momentum because this one's going to be way bigger than the previous momentum. And then this time you do the same exact thing. Everything's always the same exact thing, right? So in the beginning, when you see price going down, that's why sometimes when price makes a new high, there's an abrupt change and there's an abrupt bearish trend, and people think it's going to sell off. But really, that's just price trying to collect as much momentum as possible, so that way the next wave up is going to be super strong. It's the same way with a downtrend. A downtrend is obviously going to be the same way, so we're going to show you what that looks like. On a downtrend, you're going to be going down super fast. Now with downtrends, these momentums are going to be way stronger too as well, because on a downtrend, when things are going back, because remember, I trade gold, I trade crypto, so I trade things that people are normally investing into. So when things are going down, it kind of goes bad really fast. Because that is fear. So those are things that you have to take account of too. But don't stress out about that. Don't try to go look up, is everybody scared or whatever the case might be. Just look at what price is showing you. Just know in your head, when things are selling off, it's typically worse than buying, because when things are selling, everybody starts to get in fear because they are losing money, right? Investors are losing money. So with that being said, these have way more momentum. So that's why you see something like BTC recently. As I'll show you, we're going to go to here, we're going to go to here, and then we're going to go look at this. I'm going to flip the chart back. I want you to pay attention to this. Look at the wave, right? So the wave was going up, down, consolidation a little bit, picked up that volume, went up, started working down, right? Tried to come up, stagnant, went down, up a little bit, went down, up a little bit, went down, up a little bit, went down. And the wave is just, and all this is just momentum. Every time it makes a low, tries to push up for a high, goes lower. Tries to push up for that wave again, goes lower. Pushes up for that wave again, super low off this volume. So now what you would probably see in the next couple of days is price try to pick up a little bit before it has another drift down. And it might not be that big, but that's just to go to show what the volume is, or what the momentum is giving you and showing you, right? And I'm gonna explain more about corrections and pullbacks and all that stuff, and how to prepare for that and how to look for that. But right now, I need you guys to understand what structure is. I don't want you to fully understand what it does and how to use it yet. I want you to understand what it is and how it is respected. Higher time frame, highly respected. So this is Bitcoin. As you can see, we had highs in the market. I'm not going to mark everything, but this is our highest point. You can see price went low, tried to come up high, failed to do so. So now we have a lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. All this right here is consolidation, equal highs, nothing broken here. Lower low, lower high. This is actually equal highs, so this technically counts as another lower high. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Now I know all this seems fairly easy. I know it's hard when you're actually looking at the charts, but you have to. This is because you're not trusting it, right? So when price was here, there was nothing to be scared of, because price made equal highs. Equal highs is just telling you, hey, price is taking trying to retest this levels to see if it can break. But if sellers take control, it'll just make that equal high. So this is letting you know sellers are strong here, which is a good sign. Or even in this scenario right here, and you can use lows this time, right? So this low is broken. We have a indication to tell us price is bearish, a correction. Anything under here, hey, this is the last lower high. We had a lower high. The structure was a lower high. So I feel like this is a good sell. We have a lower high, equal high. Price is also breaking a low. This is a good sell. This is actually where I sold from too as well. But yeah, this is just to show structure is always going to be king no matter what. You can see what price is going to do before it even makes that movement. I tell people all the time, you want to be ready for the storm before the storm gets here. Because imagine trying to get in when price is already dropping. There's probably thousands and thousands, millions of traders trying to get into these BTC sells at the last minute, and look where they're at, right? Look where they're at in structure, right? They're at the bottom, the low of the low. When we, as ICC traders, we know price is going to eventually give us that lower high. Once it gives us that lower high, we can take advantage because we know once it corrects and then starts to change structure back to bearish, we're going to be looking for that next lower low, right? We get that lower high, wait for the trend to correct on the 1 hour time frame or whatever time frame we're looking at. Right now we're looking at the 4 hour. So we will wait for the 4 hour to correct, jump on the 1 hour, look for price to go bearish on the 1 hour again, and take the sell back down. I do think price is going to go to 50K on BTC. I'm very bearish on BTC. And this is also a thing too, because this plays a part in everything. Price had just broken this low, and this is a new indication. The last lower high on the daily time frame we had was right around that 90K mark. So I do believe price could pull back a little aggressive. And people are going to be on the media talking about some, oh, BTC's back on a bull run and stuff like that again, and all types of stuff. People are going to say that, but that's just only to get you to buy price, so then you can become liquidity. But eventually we'll get that lower high. Once that lower high is created, we know that we can sell back down again. So once again, this whole video was just based off of knowing that when price makes a higher high, it makes a higher low. Whenever it makes a higher low, it's going to make a higher high. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So remember, the higher the time frame, the highly respected. Also, I want to add in, the higher the time frame it is, the more you have to wait, or the longer you have to wait for that structure to actually play out. I know you see that the charts is moving and people are probably in trades or whatever the case might be, and you're willing to FOMO, but I want you to know that you're not missing out.
It's actually crazy.
One push down or one push up is not you missing out. That's just a part of the trend that is currently happening, right? There's always going to be some type of trend somewhere, and you have more than 250 days throughout the year to trade. So you don't have to rush into anything. Just always remember, if you miss this leg down, remember there's another leg up that has to come to make that lower high, and then there's another leg down. If it doesn't do that, it'll make a higher low, and then you can take the price back up. So it's a win-win. You just have to be very, very patient for your turn. Like right now, I'm not in BTC sales anymore. I closed my trade right around 74. So I didn't catch all this 10,000 points down, right? But that's okay, because I do know that there will be some type of push up. It will be either big or small, but I know I can take advantage and then look for price to head back down. Right, the last lower high we had was here, so I know price could test all the way until it gets up to here. So that's a nice decent pullback. Also as well, I meant to explain this part. As you see, the weekly time frame has a new low. This is technically its new low, and as you can see as well, what do we have here? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It breaks it. Lower low, lower high. Now we have a new lower low. What could possibly come next? Lower high and goes down. So with this being said, I hope market structure made sense to you today. This is part one of the market structure, because I feel like I have to really go in depth to every bit of information that it comes to market structure, so you don't get misunderstood or misunderstand something. So yeah, that's that. Hope you guys have an amazing day.
Yo, why he in so quick? Like, I didn't even get to say safety. Safety.
Shout out to that boy Sire, getting hot, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even say these niggas chain. I would just say these niggas weren't really. They would've had a nigga think. One day I'ma run away with my gut feeling, then take it to the bank. One day I'ma run away with my dream, bitch, then take her to the paint. got cold, I kept it hot. Ain't no switching up, forever in that mode, ain't getting out. I can't let no nigga outdo me forever, live by get it now. Do what she do, she gotta go. Baby, known for getting round. All these pretty hoes like to come around, cause they know we getting down. Couple niggas though too deep, couldn't swim it, now they getting drowned. Work too hard to get up to the top, now ain't no sitting down. I wouldn't even say these niggas chain, I would just say these niggas weren't realist, they would've had a nigga think. One day I'ma run away with my gut feeling, then take it to the bank. One day I'ma run away with my dream, bitch, then take her to the paint. Life ain't getting no more easy, I'm just trying to get away.